I picked a really bad time to start uploading YouTube content. But that's where we're at. Sim Update 5 coming up next. So first I'm going to start out talking about the user configuration file in Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you look for this file, if you just search for it on your PC, you will find it, and it is for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And one of the ways to fix the problems with the way the game looks now with Sim Update 5 is the first thing you want to do is change your LOD factor of 1. Oh, that's VR. Okay. All right. I changed mine to 5. And before it was at 2. And then one of the other things I did was I turned color grading off, and I turned film grain off. And it looks a lot better. It got rid of the color grading, got rid of that sort of overexposed, terrible look. But I really want to get in and show to some of the mid-range users and the Xbox users what some of us higher end users are complaining about and what we don't like about Sim Update 5.
Columbus approach Cessna
So
Alpha
you can
Sierra
see
X-ray Golf
already
Sierra
I'm at
Cessna Skyhawk 6 miles west of
about
Columbus, 1,300 feet.
2,500 feet, 2,300 feet. Speed going on here. You can see my draw distance. My draw distance before was just over the nose.
15 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
As far as the trees go before, just with Sim Update 5, and after changing that configuration file, I mean, I'm at least out to here. That makes me feel a little better. I feel like previously it was a little further. I'm not sure about that, and I could probably increase that, but in the cockpit right now, I'm getting... Those are the frames I'm used to. Those are the frames I like. Looking out the windows, that looks fine to me. This would be probably a little low for a typical VFR flight, but it's not bad if you're doing sightseeing. The problem is these pop-ins, these load-ins, and you can see that just there. That building just came in. You can see how as I move around, those trees start to come in. And it is late in the day, so it does look a little overexposed over in that direction. So that's going to happen. But you can see these trees slowly popping in, and it's a lot worse. If we come out to the exterior view, I think I want to head in that direction towards town. You can just see how the ground affects the trees, the buildings, the cars loading on the road. If I remember correctly, wow, that's quite the bank there, Sam. The cars took a while to load in, which is fine. I don't think anybody's super worried about the traffic. And you can see that this does look beautiful. I mean, it looks great, but you can see the trees popping in down there inside that parking lot. If you pay close attention to the buildings, you'll see that they start to render as you get closer, especially the bigger buildings. We'll see what these on the right look like as we start to fly in. Once we get downtown, see those trees in that parking lot to the right just popped in. And I know this is awful low, and I'm probably nitpicking, but it wasn't like this before. And that's what us higher end users are complaining about. It's just as you look around the map as I'm flying, you'll see assets load in. You can see one right there on that soccer field just load in. And the fence on the baseball diamond just popped in. Just look at the buildings as I go along. I mean, does it look gorgeous? Yeah, it does. Did I have to go into the configuration file and edit things myself? Yes. I shouldn't have to do that. And I think a lot of the anger you're seeing on the forums and on Reddit and just on Facebook is because Asobo promised there would not be a downgrade in visuals with Sim Update 5. That was a lot of people's fear when releasing the Xbox versions. And we were told there would not be a visual downgrade. I mean, you can just see stuff popping in right below the plane. You can see the buildings rendering. We were promised that that was not going to happen, and it happened. And it's very obvious to a lot of people. I'm glad that people with Xboxes can play. If I didn't have a higher end computer and I wanted to casually or however I wanted to play and I could just go out and buy a new Xbox, I think that would be fantastic. I think people who can't find video cards, who are still using their old 1060s or 1080s or 2060s even, I'm glad that they're getting good frame rates now. I mean, even still, I'll get low frame rates, but us higher end users want to be able to choose. I mean, that looks gorgeous. And I had to go in and edit it, but you can still see pop-ins coming in and out. And that's why a lot of us are upset. I think it was based on the promises that they would not be trading. Oh wow, that was really bad just in front. Trading performance for visuals, and one of the biggest things for me in this game is how beautiful it looks. And I think Microsoft and Asobo are doing a great job. I wish they were a little more transparent. I wish there was a little more communication. I don't think the hot fix worked for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are still having crashes to desktop. And a lot of us know that that's just part of the game with creating and optimizing a simulation like this. They've done, I mean, look how gorgeous this is. It's absolutely beautiful. And we should expect problems. There's been problems in the past. I just think a lot of people are upset they lost the simulation they had. And I think, I don't know, I know some people are blaming the Xbox users, but, you know, it is what it is. People who can currently use the sim and are waiting for a patch. This is a workaround. It works for now. And that's just where we're at right now. I'm glad that I got it to look this good. I feel a lot better now. And so that's where we're at. What a great way to start this channel off with this highly controversial update. But I'm sure, you know, with the way that these games are, this is going to happen again. And I don't know what that clicking is. And I don't know why my trim is being so finicky.
United 1681, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000
You hear all that
feet,
clicking
altimeter
noise?
30.11.
At any rate. So that's where we're at today. Hopefully I can start uploading some decent content here in the near future. And I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so yeah, those trees just popping in out of nowhere is just a shame. Let me turn my autopilot on. It's a bummer is what it comes down to. It's just a bummer. You know, especially if you're used to fly. That was really bad if you're used to flying VFR. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching.